It's me. Wait an Otis.
Can you please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Oh yes. And then now. Last time.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
It could be both.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil! Hold on, Tessa! I will save you! Yeah! I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Just a little.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Interlock 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thinking in a swain. Retrieve Ota's memories. Kind of funny. I don't get a lot of messages on Discord, but of course when I stream, then suddenly I do get them. Anyway, sinking in the swain. Relive Ota's memories. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear. Save Iris. Save the world.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you!
I guess it could have to do with this being a time where people tend to stream, so I'm getting notifications for that or something. But I don't really follow anyone like that on Discord right now, I don't think. Anyway.
But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall!
Oh no!
Like this. Ah! Ah! Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
Sorry.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
I mean, you could always delete it later, right? Okay.
The ice on the floor is slick.
And shit. Well, it takes too long. There's something else I can do first. Get like one of those timies. I'm probably wasting some time, but
The door. I hear the faint sound of waves. Strange, is it not?
Is it?
It is.
Is the sea far away or something? Because if it's nearby, it seems natural that you would hear it, even in a simulated scenario,
The ice on the floor is slick.
since it is based on his memories. Try sliding. Wait, did that still waste all the time?
Leave it to me.
Yuri Katsuki?
Eros!
Good exhibition. That'll score high.
It would have been perfect if I had a tight black bodysuit.
Maybe you can do a Javier Fernandez routine next.
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
At least that was easy enough. Unlocked number 1. Ice removed.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Where do you find that
Agent Dante,
glory of
you've got 4
victory?
minutes.
Ice image. Am I supposed to shake the plates?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Read on it?
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
We're out of options! Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Say the letter A. Show the letter A on the shelf.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Mental. Maybe oil drum?
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
An oil drum, though it is lying down.
By rolling it, oh, this seems to be behind some fence.
Acetone? ASAT? Iris is on the platform.
Iris.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, pet, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris. Iris is on the platform.
Wake her?
Iris! Hey! Are you okay? Tessa!
Guess she's not waking up.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Try breathing on it? Again?
B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure.
Oh, that doesn't really help me much. Or maybe the forklight could help. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but another plate.
A plate attached to the cold has frosted over.
Right. No. Oh, there's the D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
There is no end to your desire.
Well, back to work.
There seems to be nothing here. The forklift, the tire is frozen to the floor.
Okay.
What?
You have to adjust to Ota's fantasy.
Ah, I understand. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car, forklift, sortie! Nothing happened.
In fact, it's kind of embarrassing.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Maybe the other fork or something.
A forklift. What?
This is Ota's.
All systems green. Now.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
That actually worked.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Well, I'm about to run out. So.
Date, you're out of time.
Wait, can I try to...
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
A wooden box.
Investigate.
Only a wooden box.
I see.
Either that or the Pandora's box from Mars.
Doubt it.
A wooden box.
Break it.
Even with my spin... The amazing Iba kick doesn't do it either. My tornado Iba skywing kick is not working.
How about something other than a kick?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has...
Can I not do this?
A forklift.
Okay.
What?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Oh, that's very...
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift.
I can't.
Did he really help?
We have no choice but to have...
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Ota is still down.
Motivate?
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it, earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins. There. Why?
Was that his mother's knife? Awaken, lift the fighting spirit. Day 4, Ota HE. That was kind of an easy one, even if I did fumble a bit. Day 4, Monday.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife.
Does it count as proof?
On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always." Date. From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Because I'm guessing he took the knife from there afterwards. And the chocolate.
Todoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse. Mayumi Matsushida's fingerprints were found on the package. Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Todoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Two cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m. A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either. Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family, and allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
Why couldn't we have kidnapped Iris? I'm not sure why. I mean, at least based on the clues I have here. I see on the cars again. You're around along Mashishita. I mean, took the car ride, so that alone isn't enough. I need more evidence. Maybe this probably doesn't know how to use it, but I don't think we know that for sure. I can try that. This seems to be unrelated, okay. Not it. No, it is. Okay.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
On date.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse.
Hmm?
I did it. I did everything.
Did all the things. Day 5, Tuesday. Police headquarters, Tuesday 4 p.m.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Why did you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
A desk in the middle of... Were you the one who stabbed Ota?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you?
Probably not. Who's she coming for? Is it her husband after all? Who came back to the dead? In order to take on the identity of the new Cyclops killer?
You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate.
Oh, for sure.
That man is the root of all evil.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I killed him.
Why did you kill Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I mean, she does have issues with her memories, doesn't she?
I have a memory disorder.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying.
Who are you covering for?
I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
I mean, I doubt it's their sons.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Oh, time. Again.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Does that mean there's another branch here?
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
What?
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
The Otis mind was too powerful for it?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Oh, Pewter.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Who is Mayumi covering for? Probably Ota, but why?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris.
I mean, it's unlikely that he is the killer, I think, but I guess Mayumi could still believe that it's possible.
Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts.
To play the hero?
What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
Why can't Ota be the culprit? Well, I mean, none of these seem like... Well, maybe that. The one stole not from Misto.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
No. In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
But it was also very imaginative, so... involved a bit of embellishment, so that doesn't necessarily...
That was just a dream.
mean that much?
It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Iris had her eye taken out, but I don't think it's impossible that Ota could have done that.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
So... is it destiny that they staged this?
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Yeah, well, based on this timeline, it doesn't seem that they could have done this, but based on the fact that they were killed in another timeline, it seems less likely.
After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event.
I mean, he was in the polar bear costume in the other timelines, so... it is possible it could still have happened like that.
It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
Or it's also just possible that Mayumi saw it and that's the conclusion she came to based on what little she knew.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Why would they do that? For their use of...
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Yeah, but it could be for other reasons than just avoiding suspicion. Like, you know, their use.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
You say
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
you doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer!
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Are you worried about Iris?
So worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Are you worried about Mayumi?
Of course I am! That's my mom! What son wouldn't be worried about his mom?
There's a photo in front of Ota. Why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
It's not like Mayumi's under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Did you stage the warehouse incident?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
A bit what? About Mayumi's dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? people who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Oops.
There's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up, so they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You work so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever, I'll always support you, Ota.
You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
When did Mayumi's illness start?
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Listen to the rest of the story.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
About that picture.
What's that picture?
Ota turned the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad. And they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
A brat.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Ota is sitting with a depressed look on his face. Harbor Warehouse District, Tuesday, 12:50 p.m.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Police officer. He says he doesn't have any new information.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris, or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course! A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the end system server and began her research. Got the result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Lemniscate, Tuesday 1:06.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
What are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
About Mayumi. Before I arrived at Lemnis Gate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Describe what happened with Mayumi.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening, near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Listen to the rest of the story.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later,
Splendid Manor, is that So's place then? Oops.
the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Sofa King.
Don't.
I have one more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
You cut him into pieces.
Agreed. Let's move. There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside. Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right. There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
X-ray. Oh.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it. So Sajima?
That is the head of So Sajima.
The left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Was killed before Iris. Before the thing Iris, then I guess.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Or maybe not.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
I mean...
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter, but there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Time for more syncing time. Police headquarters, Tuesday 3:09 p.m.
Date, a large-scale investigation of So Sajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
Where am I?
Where is this?
Out of a yacht.
Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
Interlock. Interlock number 2. Inventory. And 4. And 5. Thinking in the sustain. Find Mayumi's lost memories. Reproduce Mayumi's past actions. Invoke her lost memories. A bit. Hi.
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen. A calendar.
Today's date?
The calendar reads 2 months ago. A wall clock.
The timing.
The hands have stopped. The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But...
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Okay. Phone.
An old menu.
Let's come up with a new menu.
Let's come up with a new menu. Sautéed matsutake and shiitake mushrooms. The Matsushita set meal. 3,980 yen. What do you think?
I'm leaning toward no.
Agent
An old
Date,
menu.
you've got 5 minutes.
On our ramen.
One raw. Wait a moment. What would me order?
I thought it might trigger Mayumi's memories of customers.
But Mayumi still thinks that customers frequent her diner, correct?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
An old beer poster.
Looks like when I was... Looks like me when I was young. I could use a beer.
Looks like me when I was young. Date, something is a bit off. This woman and Mayumi, they are not, you know.
Well, there's a beach in the ad, and Mayumi looks like a sea creature, so...
Be nice.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
The phone.
Oh,
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
My husband? What's that one do?
What's that? I'm the 1 millionth caller? I've won a fantastic prize! I just have to give you my bank account information?
Stop, just hang.
The phone is ringing.
My husband?
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
No, so there's no branching this time. Unlocked number 1. Heard about Mr. Matsushita's death.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood. A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Gift to Ota?
Congratulations, Ota!
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Hooray! Hooray!
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Envelope.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan.
Let's take a break. Let's do our best. Let's forget about it. I mean, that's kind of what she did, isn't it? What they did.
Let's forget about it. We can take it easy. Date, we have to remind her.
True.
A loan.
Let's burn it and throw it. Let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
Edgar.
A bucket. Autographs decorate the wall.
Right to the left. Probably the left since it's the longest one.
Hongo?
Who is that?
Unknown. I can't picture the face.
Oh no.
You have less than 2
Autographs decorate the wall.
The right?
Mikimoto?
Who is that?
A photographer with some sort of beard like a mountain man? Autographs decorate the wall. Enoshima?
Who is that?
Unknown, but I hope we will find out.
Sultry autographs.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Black ice? Chocolate?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki Man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Odoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Unlocked. Number 4. Gave the chocolate to Ota.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota! Ota? Takaro? Don't leave me! Don't leave me alone! I am sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro! I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
A wall clock.
Turn back time or advance time?
Ota, sweetie! Mom! Huh?
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you. Forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Awaken. Turn time forward. Oh, day 5 make wide. Then day 5 to Central Hospital, Tuesday 5:22 p.m.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolates. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away. So she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okira Fishery Cold Storage House. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered a grisly scene.
polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Odoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Odoroki Man!
Oh. Sorry, your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoki Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoki Man, it's Odoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom,
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you.
You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you.
Say cheese!
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom,
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota, so she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
What happens now?
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend? Is that right? I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom.
Ota's sitting up in bed. One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiancé.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
So this is like an ending? Good call. Tuesday, 10:31 p.m.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
It didn't end yet. Or, well... Oh, it's just...
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Ross went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
Oh.
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
So she took the knife.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Utter out and oh, it was quite a weird thing. Would you like to save? Yes. It was a really sad episode. He smiled. Date finished the sync with Mayumi. Somnium was not what was expected, but Date was still happy with how things turned out. Ota was almost certainly not the culprit. Date visited Ota with Mayumi, where everything was explained. Ota recounted the memory of the Odoroki man chocolate and apologized to Mayumi for everything. For perhaps the first time, it felt like they both truly understood each other. Date left them in the hospital room, with the joyous laughter echoing behind him. That's the end of. So it seems like the stream unit. They haven't been going that long. Night. That's both pretty sad and also like, so we'll see you next time. Maybe the other branch of Ota's memory. So I could also go back to the beginning over there. But yeah. There'll be else hiding Ota's think though, so I will do. Returning to the title menu.